how to see dating an older person in someone's birth chart. Actually, you might not even need a birth time for this method. When I say dating, I mean boyfriends, girlfriends, and sexual partners. Some people's form of dating is just going out to a restaurant for dinner that never leads to anything. I'm definitely talking about the dating that leads to something more. Recently, we saw this with Aoki Lee Simmons and an old white guy. I'm not even trying to be racist, I just can't pronounce his name. I think it is Vittorio. Their photos stemmed many controversies because their age gap is easily visible, which is ironic because I see it on a daily basis in real life and on social media. The older person is basically a trick, a sugar daddy, or a cougar dating someone way younger than they are. Obviously, there has gotta be an astrological explanation for this. I have read clients' charts in the past. I have looked at celebrities' birth charts. They all tend to have a similar combination. In most versions of astrology reading, Mars represents the males we encounter in our lifetime, such as male siblings, male friends, and boyfriends. Obviously, especially for females and gay men, Mars becomes very important. Whereas Venus represents the females we encounter in our lifetime. It could be female strangers, girlfriends, wives, for a male, etc. Obviously, Venus is more beneficial for men and lesbians in this context. Peep this. Though everybody forgets about Rahu and Ketu, they both represent grandparents. I can't remember which grandparents specifically, but it doesn't matter in this context. Since grandparents are obviously people that are old in most cases, which means if you are a young person, have young children, young siblings, or friends with these placements, then it is very likely they end up dating someone older than them. From my observations, the young people ages tend to be in their 20s, but who knows? Girls in high school used to roll around with husbands. Obviously, it wasn't even their husbands. I'm guessing too, a person that is already, let's say, in their 50s or 40s with these placements would be more inclined to dating older people their age. The placements are Rahu and Venus conjunction, or a Rahu and Mars conjunction. I haven't tested the Ketu side of things, like if a Venus and Ketu conjunction would work. With Venus representing girlfriends and relationships, you throw Rahu into the mix, especially for a guy, he can end up dating a female that is older. I actually have this conjunction in my sidereal and tropical chart. In my sidereal chart, it is in my second house. Although I haven't dated someone that is way older, my conjunction being in the second house made me attract lots of mothers, grandmothers, or women that were ages 40 and up send me their money. Money for astrology consultations, of course. I don't have an OnlyFans, nothing like that. Also, in my third house, I have a Rahu in Venus conjunction in my tropical chart, which obviously indicates that on social media I constantly text and talk with females that are way older than me. Obviously, this happens because they are clients. Just common sense. With a female in Aoki Simmons' case, I posted on Twitter of me having a feeling that she has a Rahu and Mars conjunction the day or night she was born. In her tropical chart, she does in fact do. I don't even have a birth time either. So you could see how this conjunction actually works even for a person when you don't have their birth time. All of this happens because the planets Venus and Mars basically become the physical embodiment of what Rahu represents, which are older people, not just Saturn. Rahu is the unusual and non-traditional things. Don't be fooled though. Rahu isn't associated with anything that is good, but more so lying and deceiving, cheating. You can attract a sugar daddy or whatever with this conjunction, but those people are just using you. Literally, I knew a client recently that has a Rahu and Mars conjunction, and she suspected this older guy is cheating on her, which I had predicted for months in advance. Actually, a lot of older tricks like to abuse and deceive women. This is why they go after younger women and men. At the end of the day, everything is destined to happen. Anyways, follow me on the other apps. There will be more videos to come.